In the next series of demos, we're going to cover some of the different methods of filtering that can be applied to the feature service layers in order to stay within record limit thresholds so they can be used effectively. For the purposes of the demos, we'll focus on the element occurrences layer only, but the same methods can be applied to the source feature layers as well. The first method we'll demonstrate is filtering by zoom. Filtering by zoom very simply means zooming into an area on the map where the number of records inside the zoom extent is within the record limits of what ArcMap can draw successfully. This can require some trial and error, but generally speaking, it should be possible to draw record sets while zoomed into a portion of a state, and for some states, it may be possible to draw all of the records when zoomed into the state boundary. For example, I can't draw the EO layer for the entire western US at once, but if I only care about data for the northeast corner of California, I can zoom there first and then turn on the EO layer. As you can see, the layer draws successfully because this limits the number of records that ArcMap needs to draw at one time. Similarly, I may only care about data within a certain field office. So I can zoom into that location first and then turn on the layer. Again, the reason this works is that ArcMap only needs to obtain the records from the service that are within the view extent of the data frame in order to draw them, even if no other filters are applied. The extent of the view window itself serves as a spatial filter of what records the service needs to return. For users that frequently only need to look at data for certain specific areas, one helpful suggestion is to zoom into your areas of interest and then use the Bookmarks option on the main ArcMap menu to create spatial bookmarks that will automatically zoom to those areas when you want to. So if you click Create Bookmark, in this case, I will name it Prineville Field Office. Then next time you want to zoom to this area, you can click the Bookmarks menu and then choose the bookmark that you saved. The size of the area that you can successfully zoom to and be able to draw the service layers is always going to depend on the number of records present within a given extent. For example, I know I might not be able to draw all of the EOs if I zoom to the entire state of California, because it is such a large state and there are so many EO records there along with their immediate neighbors. However, I am able to zoom into South Dakota and draw all the records for the entirety of the state, both because it is a smaller state in size and there are less EO records in that region compared to California. When data is needed for an area larger than what can be pre-filtered through zooming alone, then it will be necessary to apply definition queries as well, which will be covered in the next set of demos.